In a world of endless scrolling and constant stimulation, silence feels like failure. We've become so accustomed to the constant buzz of notifications and the endless stream of content that the mere out of stillness makes us uncomfortable. But what if boredom isn't the enemy we've made it out to be? What if it's actually an invitation to something greater? Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "Boredom is the unpleasant calm that precedes creative acts." This profound statement challenges our modern perception of boredom and invites us to explore its hidden potential. What is boredom, really? So, what is boredom, really? It's not simply a lack of stimulation, as we often assume. Psychologists define boredom as a meta-arousal, a mismatch between our desire for engagement and the actual level of stimulation we're experiencing. It's important to note that there are two types of boredom: transient and chronic. Transient boredom is temporary and can actually be beneficial, while chronic boredom can lead to negative outcomes if left unaddressed. The neuroscience of boredom. Let's dive into the neuroscience of boredom for a moment. When we're bored, our brains activate what's known as the default mode network, or DMN. This network is associated with daydreaming, introspection, and creativity. Interestingly, overstimulation actually suppresses the DMN, which can reduce our capacity for insight and memory retention. In other words, by constantly seeking stimulation, we might be inadvertently stifling our creative potential. Myth busting: boredom does not equal laziness. Now, it's time to bust a common myth: boredom does not equal laziness. This misconception has been perpetuated by outdated psychology and sayings like idle hands are the devil's workshop. But boredom is not a character flaw. It's a signal of your brain asking for depth and meaningful engagement. By reframing our understanding of boredom, we can start to harness its power rather than fear it. Benefit number 1: boredom boosts creativity. Let's explore the first major benefit of embracing boredom: enhanced creativity. Studies have shown that periods of boredom lead to increased divergent thinking and the ability to generate multiple, unique ideas. Consider the example of Warren Buffett, who famously read the same book 12 times. While this might sound tediously boring, it led to transformative insights. When we allow our minds to wander, we create connections between seemingly unrelated ideas, sparking innovation and creative problem solving. Benefit number 2: boredom builds emotional resilience. The second benefit of boredom is its ability to build emotional resilience. In our instant gratification culture, learning to tolerate discomfort is a valuable skill. Boredom teaches us to sit with our thoughts and emotions without immediately seeking external distraction. This practice can reduce impulsivity and even lower the risk of addictive behaviors. By embracing boredom, we're essentially training ourselves to regulate our emotions more effectively. Benefit number 3: boredom improves focus and productivity. Counterintuitively, boredom can also improve focus and productivity. Think of boredom as a reset button for your brain. After a period of mental wandering, you'll often find that your attention span has improved. Boredom also forces us to prioritize. When we're not constantly bombarded with stimuli, we can more clearly see what truly matters. As the productivity experts at Willpowered suggest, do the boring things first. By tackling less stimulating tasks when our minds are clear, we set ourselves up for greater efficiency. Benefit number 4: boredom sparks self-awareness. Perhaps one of the most profound benefits of boredom is its ability to spark self-awareness. In the stillness of a bored moment, our inner dialogue becomes clearer. We start to hear the thoughts and feelings we've been drowning out with constant activity. This promotes introspection and helps us align our actions with our true goals and values. As the Calm vlog aptly puts it, boredom is a mirror, it reflects what you're avoiding. How to embrace boredom in daily life. So, how can we start to embrace boredom in our daily lives? It doesn't require drastic changes. Start by leaving your phone behind during idle moments, while waiting in line, during your commute, or even in the bathroom. Practice mindful eating, really savoring each bite instead of scrolling through social media. Take mindful walks without any audio input, allowing your thoughts to wander freely. Try journaling without any specific prompts, letting your stream of consciousness flow onto the page. One powerful strategy is to actually schedule white space in your calendar. Block out periods of time with no planned activities. This might feel uncomfortable at first, but it creates room for spontaneity, reflection, and creative insights. Conclusion and reflection, the stillness that transforms. As we conclude, let's reflect on the transformative power of stillness. Boredom isn't a void to be filled, it's a doorway. A doorway to creativity, to clarity, and to the life you've been too distracted to notice. By embracing boredom, we're not just tolerating empty moments, we're cultivating the superpower. In a world that constantly demands our attention, choosing stillness is a radical act. It's a declaration that we value depth over distraction, quality over quantity. When we allow ourselves to be bored, we're creating space for our most authentic selves to emerge. So the next time you feel that restless itch of boredom, resist the urge to immediately reach for your phone. Instead, take a deep breath and lean into the discomfort. Ask yourself, what ideas are bubbling up? What emotions am I avoiding? What dreams have I been too busy to acknowledge? Remember, some of history's greatest inventions and artistic masterpieces were born out of moments of boredom. The next world-changing idea could be waiting in the quiet corners of your mind, just waiting for you to get bored enough to notice it. As you go about your day, I challenge you to intentionally create pockets of boredom. Turn off notifications, step away from screens, and allow your mind to wander. You might be surprised at the insights, ideas, and renewed energy that emerge from these seemingly unproductive moments. Embracing boredom isn't about becoming idle or unproductive. It's about creating the mental space necessary for deep thinking, emotional processing, and creative breakthroughs. It's about reconnecting with yourself in a world that constantly tries to pull your attention outward. So let's reframe boredom not as something to be feared or avoided, but as a powerful tool for personal growth and innovation. In the stillness of boredom, we find the seeds of our most brilliant ideas and our truest selves. As you move forward, remember, boredom isn't a sign of failure. It's an invitation to depth, creativity, and self-discovery. Embrace it, explore it, and watch as it transforms not just your mind, but your entire approach to life. The next time you feel bored, smile. You're not wasting time, you're tapping into a hidden superpower. A superpower that can unlock creativity, build resilience, sharpen focus, and deepen self-awareness in a world of constant noise. Your willingness to embrace silence might just be your greatest strength. So go forth and be bored, be still, be open to the transformative power of doing nothing. Your future self, more creative, more resilient, more focused, and more self-aware, will thank you for it.